In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Michael Jordan and some of the tactics that he used when jumping so that he could be able to dunk the ball, be able to posterize players, and of course, you can use these tactics as well. So let's get down, let's do some film study on Michael Jordan, and let's check out how he was able to dunk and jump so high. Let's get down to it. Okay, so the first clip that we're going to be breaking down is this one where he does an in and out dribble. Now, first off, we're not just going to be breaking down the footwork, we also want to break down how he was able to get to the rim so that he was able to dunk on the help side defenders, but also we will be breaking down the footwork. So of course the in and out dribble freezes this defender and he's able to get past that player. Next, he takes only one dribble after that cross. The reason for that is now he is using his legs to be able to create essentially a launch pad for himself. You should be able to, within 15 feet, which is within that free throw line range, which is where Mike is right now, you should be able to pick up your dribble and take 2 steps to be able to make it to the rim. So of course, this is the gather step. He's allowed to take 2 steps after this. Now, first off, right here, he plants his heel. From there, he goes over and rounds over to his full foot onto the ground. His secondary foot comes around, and this is the important part. So you go heel toe, second foot is heel or is toe right there. So you want to go heel toe and then toe. Now this leg here should not be way super bent. You shouldn't be at a 90 degree. That's just going to take away a lot of your power. A jump, if you really want to be able to get up and especially have the power to dunk over top of players, you are essentially just running to the rim and pushing yourself higher. That is essentially all this is. You should not be loading super low as we see here. Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, they all did the same thing. Every great dunker does this. You should not be loading super low, and that's what we see here. So what have we learned so far? We go heel toe, and then we go toe. This toe here should be pointed straight towards the rim or where you are trying to jump. At this point, you should bring that ball from your hips up to head height. Now, why is this important? This is really engaging your hips. You should obviously work out your quads. You should work out your calves. These are massive strength builders for your jump. But your hips, your lower back, these are all massive muscle groups that you need to work out to be able to jump high. The next and most underrated muscle is your shoulder. From that ball going from your hips all the way up to your shoulders or your head or even above your head, that is what I call momentum muscles. Those bring you up higher. Now, we're going to go back down to the feet, and we're going to be seeing what these feet do of Michael Jordan. And he kicks them out towards the back of his body. Now, of course, he absolutely smashes this guy, but what we want to see is he wants to kick those feet back. The reason for this is, like I said earlier, it's like you're running. You need to kick those legs back. So, of course, all of this is going to help push you up. Your shoulders, your hips is going to push you up. However, what else is going to push you forward and slightly up as well is that leg kick back. And the reason for this, and the reason why so many players are able to dunk but can't do anything flashy, is because of their back of the legs. What people call their hamstrings. This is the most untrained muscle in basketball. You need to be able to do those butt kicks. You need to be able to really work that muscle. That is going to be massive because it's going to help you accelerate up into that air. And of course, to dunk on somebody like this, you need a lot of core strength. That is a given. Anytime you want to posterize a player, that core needs to be engaged, and that is what's going to allow you to posterize players like this. So in this next clip, Jordan has a whole lane to himself. This guy came up from the post. He's setting a screen for Jordan, but Jordan does not use that screen. He attacks that rim. 2 dribbles. Remember, you want to keep your dribbles to a minimum when you are attacking that rim. Now what's he do here? He throws that second dribble out in front of him so that now he catches it on his left foot, which allows him to take 2 steps. He goes, again, what I've mentioned before, heel toe, gets that left foot toe down, and then he's able to extend up. Now here, what's he do? When he catches that ball, he catches it at his hips, and he uses his shoulder and his hips to get up. He kicks those feet out once again, and again he's able to posterize yet another player. So now this next clip again is going to be a fantastic clip to break down. This is a one-footed jump, so for people like myself who jump off of 1 foot, what we see here is an absolutely amazing example of how you can jump off of 1 foot and throw down some massive dunks. So what do we see here that allows him to float in the air like this? So remember, when we're attacking this rim, we really want to go up like if we are just normally running. We don't want to have our shoulders way too far forward. Of course, that will help us when it comes to back strength, but if we can go and attack the rim so that now we are still on that main plane of existence, we are a balanced player. If Jordan here was leaning forward, what would happen here is he would not get the power that he desires or wants. So you have to remember, your upper body has to be right in the middle, center of your run. So for example here, he jumps. Yes, his takeoff foot is way ahead of him. However, watch what happens. When he is attacking this rim, he is kicking his legs out behind him. He is really bending his legs. He is actually quite low, but he is not 90-degree low. He is like maybe 45-degree low on his knees. So what we want to see here is his foot is still out in front. His foot is still behind. He is still center of his mass. This is very important for one-footed jumpers. We all get into a habit of trying to bend forward so that we can use our back to get ourselves up, but that's just not something that is feasible or able to do for most players, because again, that can and will take away your power. So what we want to see here is that planted foot, heel toe, and then you want to explode up. Of course, you're going to be leaving on your toe as we see here, but you really want to kick that, in this case, that right knee, that knee that's going to be leading. You really want to be kicking that up, but also we see this ball go from his left side and up. This is also a very important factor. You really want to get your shoulders involved. This also gets your core involved as well. And by getting all of these muscles activated, you're going to be able to get yourself up into the air. See that? When he gets off the air, he is still right in the middle of his center of balance. This is extremely important. Yes, your knee is out back. Remember, kick that back leg up. This is all very important. This is all going to add inches upon inches onto your vertical jump. And as we can see here, his foot is here, his other foot's here, his center of mass is right there. This is exactly what you need to be aiming for if you're looking to jump higher. And if you're looking to float like Michael Jordan, check that out. Watch his legs even. He is able to bring that back leg even forward and still smash this thing down. This is all about momentum. This is all about proper form, and you can do this as well. Of course, you do need a workout to be able to do things like this. I'm not going to lie. So if you are looking to be able to jump like Michael Jordan, these are the tactics that you need to implement into your game. And how I would personally do this with players is I would take a camera, a cell phone, whatever, and explain to them, this is what I want to see from you when you're jumping. Now, let's record you going in for a dunk or a layup or just trying to dunk in general, and then we're going to critique your form when jumping, and then we would break that down so that, hey, now I want to see you really explode up, bringing that ball from your left side up. or really kicking that leg up, your knee up high, and kicking your other leg that's on the ground still back behind you when you jump up. This is all things that you can break down and you can work on yourself at home. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Of course, make sure to go check out my vertical jump training book down in the description below.